Yeah, indeed. Much of what we heard today, Alistair, we had been expecting. I think, as you had noted earlier on, it was essentially what we heard last week in Chequers when the Prime Minister had received that fine, i.e. I'm terribly sorry, very contrite, apologising, saying it will not happen again. But in the end, the government, the country needs to go on and focus on other big issues, he would suggest, whether that be the cost of living crisis or indeed clearly what is happening in Ukraine. So it comes to what was the most notable thing we heard from that, and that was, as you've also rightly pointed out, Mark Harper, the former Chief Whip, another Conservative MP, to publicly essentially say the Prime Minister needs to go. He said that I regret to say the Prime Minister broke the law. He said it was indefensible, essentially, what he did. I no longer think he's worthy of the great office he holds. And he subsequently tweeted out, Alistair, a letter that he sent 5 days ago to Sir Graham Brady, the chairman of the 1922 committee, in which he is calling essentially for a vote of confidence in the Prime Minister. Again, as you've rightly pointed out, that can only be brought about by Conservative MPs effectively. So where does this leave us all? Well, it leaves us with Conservative MPs overwhelmingly giving their backing to the Prime Minister. They clearly feel the situation has moved on. They clearly feel the Prime Minister is sorry. They clearly feel that, as one MP, I think Tom Humm pointed out, that President Zelensky views Britain as a great ally. And additionally, as Vladimir Putin sees Boris Johnson as number one enemy, that is reason to keep the Prime Minister in situ. All I would add to this, though, is that I don't think the Prime Minister is out of the woods yet. That was still quite a difficult session for Boris Johnson, repeatedly having to apologise. It's fair to say Keir Starmer's speech was quite effective in many regards, particularly noting the personal sacrifice that many people had made. And I think for the fear for number 10 of a few things. First of all, we've got local elections in a couple of weeks' time. They could prove very, very difficult for the Conservative Party. But additionally, this might not be the end of it. We could see the Prime Minister back here doing exactly the same again in a couple of weeks' time. He may have to do it another time and another time. I mean, it is possible that the Prime Minister could be fined not just once, not twice, not 3 times, maybe as many as 4 times. And under those circumstances, will the same MP stand up and be prepared to defend the Prime Minister, or will there be a sense that the public mood, the mood within the party, has switched yet again?